on Greathouse. This is Richard Lopez, and this is the Takeover. Richard.
How you doing, John?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
Good. Well, Richard is self-proclaimed LA sports king of LA. What are you?
The king of LA sports is what they call me. And that kind of started with a group of my friends, started seeing me on TV all the time, more than randomly.
Right.
Every time I went to the games, it's on TV. So people in other states were calling me that I went to high school with, seeing me on TV, and
really?
That's kind of how the name came up.
Okay.
So the king is in the building.
The king is in the house.
Crown coming soon.
All right, King. Well, let's get into it. We had Kobe Bryant last night before the Celtics-Lakers game. He addressed the crowd with a few words about Jerry Buss.
On Monday, we lost what we all know to be the greatest owner in sports ever. He was a brilliant, incredible owner, but he was even a better person with a great heart. His vision has transcended the game, and we are all spoiled by his vision and by his drive to win year after year after year. And through our years being here at Staples Center, the one thing that we could always count on was the great Dr. Jerry Buss overlooking his franchise from his box. I'd like to ask all of you to please join us in a moment of silence to honor the great Dr. Jerry Buss.
As you can imagine, emotional night in LA.
Yeah, very emotional night. Very emotional. What else can you say? He's a great man. Great man, did a lot for the sport, a lot for his players. He put a lot of kids through college, like through his foundations, and just a great man. So what I really loved about him is he was someone that came from nothing, had absolutely nothing, and made it to something. And he will greatly be missed.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
By all Laker fans. Even other team fans of the league can appreciate a great owner like that. Someone that will do anything in their power to win.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens from here with the Lakers organization, the ownership and whatnot.
Yeah.
Some people say Genie should come in and take over things, but we'll see.
I just hope it stays in the family. There's also been some rumors they were going to sell the franchise. I hope not. I hope it stays in the Buss family, and that's where it belongs, because that's what Jerry would have wanted.
Well, there was a game last night, so let's get to the Lakers-Celtics highlights.
And what a good game it turned out to be for Laker fans.
What a great game. Artest starting off early behind the arc, getting that ball. And Earl Clark taking in the paint, and Howard, he was impressive.
Yeah.
Different Dwight Howard.
Different Dwight Howard today. This is the Dwight Howard we've been expecting all year long. Moving around, he has that special protective shirt, helps to keep his posture straight. Seems to be helping.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the trade deadline for a second. I said that I wanted to trade Dwight, but now I'm not so sure. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a lot of fans kind of maybe wanted to see what we can get for Dwight because they're not sure if he's going to stay. But Mitch Kupchak made it pretty clear that Dwight Howard's the future of the Lakers. And when you ask Dwight, he says he sees himself as the future of the Lakers. And it would make no sense for the Lakers to trade the best center in the league with Kobe Bryant on his way out in a couple years. It's worth the chance to see if he'll stay.
He is only 27.
Yeah, he's only 27. He's a young guy.
You could say he's not quite in his prime, like 28 usually, I don't know, well, I don't know. 28 is how old Jordan was when he got his first
Prime consists of 28 to 33.
Yeah.
That's about a average span for someone's prime.
I think that sounds about right.
There are some other guys. Pau Gasol was rumored to be on the trading block, but his injury he has kind of makes it tough for teams to know if he's ready to go or not. So
same with Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, Rajon Rondo. He's been on the block, but teams are just hesitant to take a chance because They don't know what they're getting. He's
Right.
coming off a torn ACL. But it seems people have been doing wonders with these ACL injuries.
Yeah.
They've been like coming back like in less than half the recovery time, and it's just it's pretty interesting how that happens.
Yeah, you know, that can actually take us right into our next topic, Kobe versus Jordan. Kobe.
Jordan.
Now, you're talking about how today's players, they can just come back from torn ACLs. Exactly, because today's players are a different breed than Jordan's era.
So are today's doctors.
Agreed, but whatever. Fact is, Kobe's better. Fact is, Jordan's better, right?
Yeah,
Now, do you have-
I'm glad you agree.
So what makes Jordan better? The 6 rings?
Well, that's just one of the things. Let's throw it out there right now. They both played with Phil Jackson. So if there's someone that knows the answer to this, it's probably him. But until then, we're both allowed to give our opinions. And my opinion, even though I'm a huge Laker fan, is that Jordan was better. I just remember watching Jordan and seeing some of those things that he did, and it just was amazing to me. And then like when Kobe would do these things afterwards, I had already seen it before in my lifetime. Jordan had done them. So the off factor wasn't there as much. It's still impressive what he's doing. Don't get me wrong.
I think Kobe can do the same, but also do it better. That's my thoughts, part of them. But it's just a different breed of player today. I mean, look at LeBron. Look at, like, you know, go from Jordan to Kobe to LeBron. Like, who knows who's after LeBron? Like, who are we gonna see in 10 years? We don't know.
You
But
can
the
probably
players
name,
just get better and better and better. I don't think Kobe will be the best of all time, but I think he's better than Jordan.
no, because Jordan's the best of all time. So
He can't
Kobe will
He
never
can't,
be
because
able to
game
be the
is
best of all
elevating,
time.
The game is evolving. Players are getting better.
Okay.
You tell me, like, you know, you're gonna take, you know, who was the first? Like, you're gonna take Jerry West over Kobe? Like,
No, not over Kobe, but I'll take Jerry West
is
over
the
Carmelo
logo of
Anthony.
He's the logo of the NBA.
LeBron.
He couldn't, like, the way they dribbled back then. Like, they had like one hand. They couldn't go both hands.
Yeah, because the game evolved. But these guys, doesn't mean the players are better. The game evolved.
The players evolved.
No, Jordan by far is the better player. So you mean to tell me that LeBron James will will take Charles Barkley to the hole every time?
He could, I think.
He maybe.
He could. Yeah, you know, I watched 1993, a Game 6, Bulls Suns. It was a series clinching, finals clinching game, and I watched the whole thing. Watched Jordan, and I was not impressed at all. There was nothing impressive in his game. I saw him, Kevin Johnson. Maybe you've heard of him. Some people have.
KJ, the Dream Team.
KJ. Oh,
Dream
yeah.
Team. Okay, go ahead.
KJ broke Jordan's ankles. Like, Jordan just looked stupid falling on his butt. Yeah, I'll show you the
So
clip
now
one
KJ's
day.
better than Jordan.
I'm just saying that nobody broke Jordan's ankles in a clinching game,
my gosh.
the finals.
Nobody also beat Jordan in the finals either.
That's true, but that's Jordan's team, not Jordan straight up. Kevin Johnson broke Jordan's ankles straight
So in
up.
a one-on-one game, you would take Kevin Johnson over Michael Jordan?
No.
So where are you going with that?
He's not that sweet.
Jordan is
not that sweet.
Jordan is the greatest
He's
player
good.
of all
He's
time.
good. Don't get me wrong, he's not
And
that sweet.
I would love for the audience to comment on this when our show is over, so
Yeah, definitely.
we can see.
Yeah. This topic isn't going anywhere.
Yeah,
Leave that.
we're clearly going to come back to this subject because, you know, I need to come up with more information to show him how right I am because he doesn't believe me. I just believe Jordan played with 10 times better players. Barkley, David Robinson, John Stockton, Karl Malone, Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer, Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, Sean Kemp, Gary Payton. Do I need to go? Do I need to go on? Who is Kobe's? Who are the Hall of Famers now?
Well, yeah, we're going to have to save this Kobe Jordan for another time, but we're going to go to commercial right now, so stick around. We'll be right back.
It's gonna get hot today. Grab an ice cold sun drop and show us how you drop it.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And drop it.
Cause I got it going on. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
A thirst-quenching citrus soda just dropped. Coast to coast. Sun drop.
That's how you drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's
Treat your little prince to a feast he deserves. Fancy feast, now for gravy lovers.
Alright, welcome back to the Takeover. Alright, well, we're going to get into something different here. How about the NFL draft? The Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs, got the #1 pick.
They are on the clock, John.
Who do you got them taking?
Everyone, all the experts have them taking Luke Joeckel, who's a tackle out of Texas.
Yeah,
Joeckel,
right?
Yeah, that's how you say it. Tackle out of Texas A&M. Played with Johnny Football. He's
Johnny Heisman.
Yeah, Johnny Heisman, big-time stud. But if you want to talk about what the team really needs, they need a quarterback. And it's not last year. You ain't got RG3 or Andrew Luck to choose from. It's kind of limited. The one guy who might be able to change a team is Geno Smith. I mean, it's not the best choice, but it's the only choice right now if you need a quarterback. And the Raiders are looking to get him at 3 if the Chiefs don't take him at 1. So I believe,
Wait, Raiders? Your Raiders?
My Raiders, yes, sir.
How do you feel about that?
I would love for him to drop. I would love for the Chiefs to take Luke.
You're not sold on Carson Palmer, huh?
I was sold on him, but he just doesn't seem to be the Carson Palmer of old.
Yeah.
And
well, I got some stats for you here. Look, check out Geno Smith in his last 2 years at Virginia. He's got 73 touchdowns to 13 interceptions.
yeah, he's
Both seasons he's got 4,000 plus yards. And so the Chiefs, right now the Chiefs have Matt Castle. And Castle, the last 2 years, I should say, 2011 and 2012, he's got a quarterback rating of 76.6 and 66.7.
Yeah,
It's not
Castle, another quarterback that the Chiefs expected a lot from. He came over from New England with the GM, Scott Pioli, and he just never lived up to expectations like they thought he would. So if I'm the Chiefs, I think they got to go after Geno Smith. But what probably will happen is that they're going to take the tackle, and the rumor is Andy Reid wants to trade for Nick Foles, his former quarterback that he drafted from Philadelphia, and which makes sense because he drafted him because he liked him for his system, and he's taking that system to Kansas City. Problem is, Philadelphia is asking an arm and a leg for Nick Foles when they really don't really need him.
He hasn't proven himself yet.
No,
Nick Foles, so
I don't believe so. No, he hasn't at all.
Do you want to take the risk on choosing, quarterback, your first pick overall, or?
Hey, like I said, they need someone that's going to change that franchise. Like they need to be the face of the franchise, and a quarterback. Since Joe Montana, the Kansas City Chiefs haven't had a solid quarterback to call their own. Really, they've always been shuffling and moving back and forth.
Right.
But I just don't think Nick Foles will be the answer. So I think Geno Smith needs to be drafted by the Chiefs.
Okay. Well, let's stick with football. Sometime in August, when is the August 4th? My man Larry Allen, retired as a Dallas Cowboy. He played with the Niners as well. But my argument here is that Larry Allen is the best offensive lineman ever. And I got some videos for you. Maybe we can get it showing here. It's it's showing. Yeah, there it is. Let's whatever. Let's skip. This is bad.
There it is. Larry Allen. Look how fast that guy is. That's pretty fast.
That's slow-mo too.
Yeah, for its 320 pounder.
Something like that. And how much can he bench? Look, we're talking 700 pounds. This is years back. Cowboys gym. Everyone crowd around and watch this man put up 700 pounds.
Looks like a lot of help right there.
No help.
Looks like there's 3 guys helping.
No help. They're not helping. You know the rules.
That is impressive. That's impressive.
700 pounds. So not only is he the strongest man in the NFL, but he can run like a deer. And we're talking 11 Pro Bowls here. All right, first team All-Pro 6 years in a row. pretty decent numbers. Emmitt Smith read an article. He was talking about how opposing defensive linemen would get the Larry Allen flu.
Oh yeah,
Play the Cowboys.
I heard John Randall talk about it. Larry, he would go at Larry Allen, and Larry Allen would just laugh at him. He would give it his all sometimes, and he'd flatten John Randall on his back, and Larry Allen would just stand there laughing at him.
And let's be clear, John Randall is no chump.
No,
that guy's a
not
Hall
at all.
of Famer as well. He's in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Is he in there? Yeah.
And he's not. He should be. I believe he is, though.
And he not only played guard, he played tackle as well. They rotate him around a few years, and the man is just a gifted athlete, strong. He's a beast, and he can run. Yeah, hands down, Larry Allen's the best offensive lineman ever.
I believe he's one of them. There's a couple of guards that have been pretty productive in the NFL. First one is Jack Hanna, a little bit before my time, but as I don't know if you've seen some highlights of him. He's pretty athletic, and he was pretty mean.
What team did he play for?
For the Patriots.
Patriots?
Yeah, he was New England Patriots in the 70s, late 70s, and he was just mean player. But but the guy who I believe is the best guard in NFL history would be Gene Upshaw. Gene Upshaw, former Raider. He was the former head of the NFL Players Association. He died a couple years back.
Okay.
But he played with the Raiders. He had 6 Pro Bowls and he won 2 Super Bowls. He hit the Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility.
As did Larry Allen.
Yes, and him along with Art Shell were, won some Super Bowls with the Raiders, and they kind of made it pretty easy for Kenny Stabler to stand there in the pocket. So, but it's not. Larry Allen is a great athlete. He's very strong, but when you talk about overall smartness, and I just think Gene Upshaw was that guy. He's a very intelligent man.
Did you bring some footage of your guy?
No footage of my guy. We got all the time was taken up with footage of your guy. So, like those Cowboy fans, those Cowboy fans.
All right. Moving on. Our favorite, Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong.
What's he up to?
He's talking to whoever he feels like talking to. Anyone that, doesn't matter. He's not talking to the USADA, the United States Anti-Doping Association. He's not talking to them. He's not talking to the World Doping Association. He's talking to Oprah Winfrey.
Right, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's just, if you can look at the picture, he's an arrogant guy. This is after he got caught.
Oh, right.
He got in trouble for the steroids. Everyone knew what he was doing, and he takes a picture like this. I
don't care.
You know what? For what this guy, I just don't know what to say about him. All the people that believed in him, I thought his story was so great, and it's just sad. It's a travesty.
Not a care in the world.
Not a care in the world.
On top of the world.
On top of the world, but you know what? The reason he's not interviewing for USADA, I believe, is because he doesn't want to say the wrong thing, because everyone's trying to sue him. They're trying to indict him and all kinds of criminal charges. So I believe that's why he's not saying anything.
Yeah, I think, maybe the best thing he can do, the smartest thing for himself, is to just keep his mouth shut.
Yeah, he needs to fess up, be totally honest, and move on with his life, because we want to move on with ours, and quite frankly, we're tired of talking about him.
Well, we got to take one more break, so here's some commercials for you, and we'll see you after.
What's happening, girl? Girl, you look great. You need to slow your roll.
How you doing?
Unwanted boys, spray your own. Very stinky. It does the trick.
Lowest calorie nut, lowest fat nut. Get crackin'. Get crackin'.
right, welcome back to the show. Rich, this next one, we can talk for days.
Oh, yeah. But we'll just give everyone a little preview of how we feel. See if everyone can guess which teams we like.
Dodgers fans, raise your hand. Angels?
As you can see, there's two arms up for Dodgers and one for Angels.
So what are we talking about?
We want to know, the question is, which team will be better this year?
Angels?
Well, you're wrong, as usual. Dodgers this year made tons of additions, and they seem to be the better team on paper, but the Angels are no slouch either. They've also made some key additions. And yes, I know, over the past few years, the Angels have owned the series, but we're looking to the future now. And the future, since the Dodgers have gotten new ownership, is a lot brighter than the Anaheim Angels of Orange County, Los Angeles, and the Inland Empire.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're ripping on our name, where we're from?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. The Angels want to be like the Dodgers in so many ways. They want to take the city they're from. They took Mike Scioscia. Mike Scioscia is a Dodger great who's an Angels manager, and yeah, his first choice was to be a Dodger, but we messed up and we didn't take him. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, hit me with your stats from last year.
No, I'm listening to you. Is that all you got? Are you
No.
done?
Well, if you want to talk the payrolls, Dodgers have the highest by far. It's like $230 million. Angels are still paying big bucks around $160 million. I just believe the Dodgers have a better pitching staff this year, and I think that's the difference.
Well, so here's my thing. Like we've owned you guys. Here's the story. Long story short, the Angels are 54-38 against the Dodgers since interleague play began, and we're talking 13-5 in the last 18 games. That's not much of a rival. What do you think?
I think it is, because if you look at how many rings the Dodgers
13
have.
rings. Here we go back to the rings.
Back to rings.
We're talking Michael Jordan again?
No,
or?
we're back to rings, because rings define the type of team you have.
Okay.
It does.
Right. And and on a side note, the Angels are 74-34 in interleague play since 2007. That's the best in all the majors. And a couple of years ago, 2010, we swept you in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You're Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of your field?
Chavez Ravine?
Chavez Ravine. Okay, that's the name of the field?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was there. We swept you. We won the last 3 series.
What year was that?
2010.
2010?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Things are going to be
pretty recent.
Things will be changing a lot with
and
new ownership. You
Dodgers' last series win, 2006. And who's your hitting coach?
My hitting coach?
Yes.
The great Mark McGwire.
The great Mark McGwire. The great Mark McGwire.
The great Mark McGwire.
The great
Big
Mark
Mac.
McGwire.
Big Mac. Doesn't matter.
Can you tell the audience a little bit about Mark McGwire?
He was the home run champ until Barry Bonds beat him out. Played with...
Any negative stories in McGwire's name?
Yes. McGwire was caught, he was never caught. It was always suspected that he took steroids.
Yeah.
It was his name. He was never took a positive test. So that's all speculation.
Yeah.
So stop trying to make my hitting coach look bad.
OJ got away with it too.
Yeah, of course he did.
Mm-hmm.
The studs get away with it. What do you want to do? It's just the truth.
All right, well, let's talk
Truth,
this year. Let's talk this year.
Let's talk it. There ain't nothing to talk about.
Angels, they've added a guy named Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton, yes, great.
He was a candidate for MVP. So now the Angels have 2 MVP candidates from last year.
Mm-hmm. The 240-pound Mike Trout.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Are we saying he's fat?
Well, he was, but, it was kind of...
I haven't heard him say what kind of weight he's put on. I've heard that he's bigger. I don't know if that's muscle or what. So
I'm just going off what I've heard. And from reporters, other reporting sources, they said he didn't look like he was big or muscular. They said he looked like he gained a lot of weight. Okay. But, it's baseball. He'll be back in shape in no time.
Yeah, you got to eat a lot in the wintertime, and hibernate.
Yeah, Mike Trout.
You know how bears do it.
Look, Mike Trout reminds me of Tim Salmon.
Why is that last name?
Just because of the fish names.
The fish names?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how they got that.
But this will be good. I believe the Dodgers, from here on out with the new ownership, will show the Angels what team runs LA.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you're wrong.
I think I'm right, because the Angels don't even know what city they're from. They say LA, they say Anaheim, they say Orange County, they say Inland Empire, they say Huntington Beach.
Where are the Dodgers from?
Los Angeles.
How about before that?
Brooklyn.
Okay.
And we don't say we're the Brooklyn Dodgers of Los Angeles.
But you're not even from LA.
But
You're from Brooklyn.
But we came to LA and established our
Angels
home.
have always been the same stadium. They've been the California Angels, the Anaheim Angels.
Exactly. They've been the Los Angeles Angels
But
of Anaheim.
Never moved.
You've been in Orange County, not Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
So Anaheim doesn't have its own identity?
That's, I'm not, whatever.
So the Mighty Ducks, they should be
wants to change the name, like, whatever. I don't like it.
So
No
we
Angel
should change,
fan likes it.
Let's change the Mighty Ducks name, the Los Angeles Mighty Ducks.
If they want to destroy the name, go for it.
Exactly.
I didn't like the idea.
Angels
That
destroyed their
doesn't make you a
name
better
and
team.
themselves when they tried changing their name.
It doesn't make the Dodgers a better team.
No, never said it did. It just is ridiculous to me. That's all. But we can say more Dodgers Angels for another time.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till the season starts.
Plenty more of that.
We'll be reporting from games, even spring training.
All right. Well, last topic. What do you got?
We have this weekend coming up. We have UFC 157, and I'm gonna give you a quick preview, real quick. We have an historic night with the UFC, the first women's UFC title fight. We have Olympian Ronda Rousey versus Liz Carmouche, a talented woman fighter out of San Diego. Ronda Rousey was given the UFC Women's Championship, and this is her first title defense. So this is not a fight for the title. She's making her first defense of the title. The UFC just gave it to her, but with good reason. She's a great woman fighter. She's a great fighter. I wouldn't want to have a problem with her. And we also have on the card Dangerous Dan Henderson versus Lyoto the Dragon Machida. Both fighters are legends in the sport, and that should be a very entertaining fight. That's probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. So if you don't watch the UFC that much and you guys are thinking about it, I suggest you watch it this Saturday, because it's going to be a great UFC. And I believe John and I will be watching that one together. So we'll come back to you with a report next week on what we thought.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a great card. I love the UFC also. I've been going to UFC since I was 21 for about 9 years now. And if you've never seen the UFC live, it's something you have to do. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. It's just so intense and just adrenaline, and it's just a great environment if you're a sports fan.
I've seen a few fights. Yeah, it's always usually entertaining.
Yeah, it's just there's nothing like it live though. Nothing.
Yeah, I've never been to a live
one. It's a great one. Hey, I'm the king, so I'll get you tickets. We'll go check it out.
Let's do it, King.
King of LA can get tickets all the time.
All right.
All right.
Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us, watching the Takeover. This was the first ever episode of the Takeover.
Yeah.
Richard, what do you think of that?
Very proud, very happy, and hopefully we can do a lot more. Hopefully we have the Takeover from different locations and a lot of exciting reports. I know I'm going to be ready for this, the King of LA. Just ready to report.
All right.
Ready to report.
That's going to do it for us at the Takeover. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.